Patch notes! What's happening, gamers? Diablo 4 patch notes. I want to go over the class changes. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Let's get it. I'm going to start with the rogue, because that's how we live. Rogue life. Here we go. Balance changes. Developers notes. We're continuing our efforts to make all class builds feel fun and powerful with another round of balance updates. In particular, we have seen community feedback stating that basic skills aren't impactful enough in combat. These changes will not change the fundamental relationship between basic skills and core skills, but we hope that they help smooth out the leveling experience while we explore additional ways to strengthen them. We are also increasing the power of some skills that players feel are lagging behind their peers. As we look forward to future updates, we're monitoring other heavily discussed topics such as minion survivability and build parity. Please keep sending us your feedback, and we'll see you in Sanctuary. You heard him. Blast him. Ask blast him on the forums, on Reddit, wherever. You want something changed? If something sucks, let them know. It's like, they're literally telling you that. So you're going to complain, like, there's something that, we can potentially do about it, which is good. All right, let's do it. Rogue. All right, so obviously all basic skills. Okay, let's do it. Invigorating Strike. Base damage increased from 23% to 25%. All right, baby buff. Blade Shift. Base damage increased from 15% to 16%. Heartseeker, base damage increased from 22% to 24%. Primary Heartseeker damage increased from 30 to 75%. Oh shit. Range builds. Bow boys. It's pretty good buff. It's pretty significant compared to like 1-2% previously. Forceful Arrow, base damage increased from 20 to 22%. Barrage, all right, base damage increased from 20 to 22%. Cattle Chops. Methodical Cattle Chops Chill increased from 20 to 25%. All right, that's 5%. That's significant. 5%. I'm down for 5%. Smoke Grenade cooldown reduced from 15 to 13 seconds. Let's go. Best skill in the game right there. Smoke Grenade. Best skill in the game. Rain of Arrows. Cooldown reduced from 60 to 55 seconds. All right, 5 second. Prime Rain of Arrows imbuement potency increased from 20 to 30%. All right, 10%. Rain of Arrows, getting a little bit of nice buff with imbuement skills. Volley, base damage increased from 70 to 105. Wow, 105%. 35% buff to Volley. It's pretty big, substantial. Passive, close quarters combat. Damage bonus increased from 20 to 30. All right, let's go. Now, you have momentum, which is good. Everyone's using momentum. Exposure for trap builds. Close quarters combat gets a 10% damage buff. That's pretty significant, actually, because now you have three passives that you can play with that are really momentum's damage reduction, movement speed, well, it's energy regen. Exposures, obviously nasty with the trap builds, resetting all your skills. Mana dumps with death trap. Damage 30% is good for it to solely do 30% damage buff plus IAS. That's very good. It's a very good passive. That all three of those probably the best ones in my opinion. Legendary aspects. Escape Artist. Cooldown decreased from 100 to 45 seconds. What is that? Extra life. Let's do this. Oh shit. Upon taking damage from surrounding enemies, you drop Smoke Grenade and dodge next 2 to 7 attacks. Oh shit, that can go into Death Trap build. My Death Trap build. You might be able to fit that in somewhere. Thanks, Vexter Life. All right. Umbrus. Lucky hit chance to gain a Dark Shroud increased from 30 to 50% to 40 to 60%. 10% buff. Could be cool. Items Eyes in the Dark. Increased Death Trap cooldown reduction from 30 to 15 to 20 to 15. All right. It's good. Impartial, but Eyes in the Dark. It's very good for just like speed farming and everything. I guess if you're I guess if you're speed farming, you want to put that on and get a nice damage buff. It also has like massive damage to elites, which is awesome. The cooldown, it's actually a cooldown increase. Increased death trap cooldown reduction. It doesn't impact that build because your cooldowns are just so good. You're still gonna have death trap up very frequently. All right, rogue class got some nice buffs. No nerfs, which is great. No nerfs. I like that. I like seeing no nerfs. I was a little worried about that. Had to do rogue first. I'm a rogue main. Sorry, rogue life. Let's check out everything else. Okay, barb. Skills. Lunging strike. Base damage increase from 30 to 33%. Fury generated increase from 9 to 10. All right, cool. Lunging strike. Bash. Fury generated increase from 10 to 11. Enhanced bash. Fortify increased from 10 to 20%. That's big. 10%. 10% is big buff. Let's give it up for 10%. Frenzy. Base damage increased from 20 to 22%. All right, small little buff. Flay. Bleeding. Base damage increased from 36% to 40%. All right, 4%. Fury generated increased from 9 to 10. Enhanced Flay's vulnerable chance increased from 10% to 15%. All right. A lot of love for Flay, man. I know someone that would like that. Shout out, Dr. Chronic. Double swing. Base damage increased from 36 to 40%. All right. 4%. Double swing kick. Cooldown reduction from 17 to 13 seconds. Base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain increased from 54 to 70%. All right, that's huge. 4 seconds off a cooldown. It's massive. It's a little more, or yeah, a little more than about like a fifth. It's like 20%, right? Well, about a little. Base damage increase. That's massive too. It's massive. 12%. No, 16%. Whoa. Charge. Enhanced charges. Base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain. Increased from 15 to 30%. So I guess, all right. Big damage buffs to the barb. All right. Leap. Mighty leap slow increased from 50 to 70%. Iron skin. Enhanced iron skin's barrier increased 10% to 20% of maximum life. Barb getting the buff. Barb getting the buff skins for sure. Call of the Ancients. Prime Call of the Ancients bonus attack speed. Increased from 10% to 20%. Let's go, baby. Massive buffs for Barb. Massive. Iron Maelstrom. Cooldown reduced from 60 to 45 seconds. Prime Iron Maelstrom. Bonus critical strike chance increased from 10 to 30%. Prime Iron Maelstrom. Bonus critical strike damage increased from 20 to 40%. Massive, massive buffs. Bounding Slam. Base damage increased 75% to 112%. Legendary aspects. Developer's notes. The below includes changes to flat damage, legendary aspects. These effects scale with item power. For example, at 820 item power, Bokatho's Earthquake increases from 1747 to 3404. 20, and then maximum of 2687 to 3717. All right, nice little buff there. Bokatho's Earthquake, flat damage increase. Earthquake, flat damage increase. Dust Devils, flat damage increased. 16 to 25, 22 to 32. Wind Slasher, Dust Devils flat damage increased from 16 to 25, 22 to 32. Devilish, Dust Devils flat damage increased from 20 to 36, 24 to 38. Iron Warrior, damage reduction increased 10, 20%, 15 to 25%. Items Overkill, damage increased 16 to 30, up to 24 to 38. Oh my god. Love for Barb is here, boys. Love for Barb. Hellhammer. Flat damage increased. 3 to 5. 2, 6 to 8. All right. It's pretty dope. Barb's getting some pretty nice buffs. No nerfs. I guess they're not doing any nerfs. I believe they said that. Got to double check their work. You know what I'm saying? Druid. Earth Spike. Base damage increased 16 to 17%. Spirit generated increased from 10 to 11. Fierce Earth Spike Fortify increased from 4 to 8%. All right. 4% Earth Fortify. Wind Shear, base damage increased from 17 to 18. Spirit generated increased 12 to 13. Claw. base damage increased from 20 to 22%. Spirit generated increased from 10 to 11. Wild Claw double attack chance increased from 10 to 15%. Fierce Claw base damage increased from 10 to 15%. All right, Claw getting a pretty juicy buff. Assuming these are basic skills. I don't know anything about Druid. Basic skills. These got to be basics. They just explained basic skills. Maul. Base damage increased from 20% to 22%. Spirit generated increased from 14 to 15. Enhanced Maul Fortify increased from 2 to 3%. All right. Small little Fortify buff. Maul. Lightning Storm. Enhanced Lightning Storm duration increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Primal Lightning Storm's chance to immobilize increased from 8 to 12%. All right, 2 seconds, 4%. Pretty good. Lightning Storm. Here, Lightning Storm was already pretty good. Shred. Oh, here we go, baby. Shred. Shred it. Third attack base damage increased from 60 to 7%. All right, 10% buff. Enhanced Shred healing increased from 1 to 2%. Maximum life. Raging Shred's base damage increased from 51 to 70%. Holy shit. Massive. Primal Shred's bonus critical strike damage increased from 20 to 30%. Shred's getting nasty. Shredding. Wolves cooldown reduced from 14 to 11 seconds. Ferocious Wolfpack lucky hit chance increased from 10 to 40%. That's massive lucky hit chance from wolves. Hurricane base damage increased from 95.5 to 134%. Holy shit. Rabies base poisoning damage increased from 53 to 76%. Cataclysm base damage increased from 52 to 64%. Lacerate base damage increased from 400 to 460%. Petrify critical strike bonus damage increased from 25% to 30%. Pummel. Base damage increased from 140 to 180%. Holy shit. Massive buffs for the Druid. Passive, Bestial Rampage. Yep, that's what it is. Bestial Rampage. Attack speed bonus increased from 20% to 25%. Damage bonus increased from 20 to 30%. All right. Big. That's huge. Nature's Fury, chance to cast a free spell increased from 20% to 30%. Lupine Ferocity, damage bonus increased from 60 to 70%. Legendary aspects. Rune Worker's Conduit, flat damage increased from 1 to 1.4. Mangled, chance increased from 20 to 30 up to 30 to 40. Seismic Shift, cooldown decreased from 2.5 to 1.5 to 2 to 1, flat. Fuck halves. Blurred Beast, damage increased from 60 to 90%, 70 to 100%. 10% on both. Juice it up. Nice. Those are good for. I know Druid players. Stormwolf, it's been hot right now. Stormwolf has been hot. Pulverize is kind of like Stormwolf is where it's at. Right here, Blurred Beast. That's fun. You're like Nightcrawler. It's kicking ass. Massive. Right here, massive. We got a fly in here. Fuck. Kill that later. Massive. Lacerate. Massive. Pretty good. Good shit for Druids. Druids got a nice buff. Druids and Barbs. Necro. This could get ugly. Reap. Base damage increased from 12 to 13%. Acolyte's Reap cooldown between corpses reduced from 5 to 4 seconds. Decompose. Base damage increased from 30% to 33%. Base essence generated per second increased from 7 to 8. Corpses formed frequency increased from 2.5 to 2 seconds. All right, let's go say fuck halves. Base damage increased from 25 to 27. All right, this is essence generated increase from 8 to 9. It's hemorrhage. All right, my bad. Hemorrhage. Bone Splinters. Base damage increased from 8 to 9%. Essence generated increased from 6 to 7. Sever. Initial base damage increased from 63 to 66%. Enhanced Sever's return. Base damage increased from 25 to 40%. All right, giving it a little Blade Dancers aspects treatment. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Blood Lance. Supernatural Blood Lance. Overpower requirement reduced from 8 to 6 casts. It's pretty dope. All right. Adds up over time. Bone Prison. Cooldown reduced from 20 to 18 seconds. Dreadful Bone Prisons Fortify. Increased from 5 to 8%. A more tankiness. All right. Getting a little tanky. Iron Maiden. Base damage increased from 10 to 20%. Horde Iron Maiden damage bonus increase from 15 to 20%. I hear curses are kind of ass. If you play Necro and you think curses suck, leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Pretty interested in playing Necro as a second character. I hear that they're pretty fucking slow. So going from a rogue to a Necro could suck ass. But you know anything about Necro, hit up them comments. I want to hear you. Bone Spikes base damage increased from 80 to 120%. I think I skipped Corpse Tendrils. Blight Corpse Tendrils chance to spawn a blood orb increased 30 to 35%. Raised Skeleton and Golem minions will now always engage targets with a cast curse. Oh, okay. Making people use curses now. Passives. Kalan's Edict. Damage taken duration requirement reduced from 3 to 2 seconds. Rothma's Vigor. Healthy duration requirement reduced from 15 to 12 seconds. Spiked Armor. Thorns increased from 0.08 / 0.16 / 0.24 to 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Oh, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. It's confusing. Never heard of fucking zeros? Legendary aspects. Bursting Bone. Flat damage increase from 0.022 to 0.03. See, they got it in here. What the to 0.045 to 0.06. I have a fly in the room. And there's a bird outside. It's a mess, dude. I'm a mess. Flesh Rending. Essence gained. Increased from 10 to 20 to 20 to 40. Nice little buff in Flesh Rending. Fast Blood. Ultimate cooldown reduction increased. 0.5 to 1 to 1 to 1.5. 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. Not as big as the Barber Druid, but nice little love for the Necro. I would like to see some kind of movement skill buff for the Necro here. They're super slow. If you play Necro, like I said, let me know. I'm interested. I love Necro. Diablo 2 is like I love Necro from Diablo 2. Huge fan of that. I don't know what I want to do for a second character, so I'm trying to think. Necro maybe. Sorcerer. All right, last one. Spark. Base damage increased from 8 to 10%. Enhanced Spark. Damage increased from 5.6 to 7. Flickering Spark chance increased 3% to 4%. Frostbolt. Base damage increased from 35% to 38%. Firebolt. Burning damage increased from 40 to 44%. Charged Bolt. Base damage increased from 28 to 30%. Incinerate. Base damage increased from 49 to 54%. All right. 5%. 5%. Enhanced Incinerate damage increased from 15% to 25%. 10%. All right. Sork getting the buff. Greater Incinerate Immobilize requirement reduced from 4 to 3 seconds. Fireball. Mana cost decreased from 40 to 35. All right. More fireballs, baby. Fireball. Queue up Pitbull. All right. Queue it up. Frozen Orb. Initial base damage increased from 32 to 36%. 4% damage buff. All right. Decent. It's decent. Explosion base damage increased from 29 to 34%. Greater Frozen Orb chance to apply vulnerable increase from 25 to 30%. They should just make it. Why don't you just make it always? I don't know. I mean, Rogue has puncture. I think that should be buffed up. Sork's definitely lagging behind. I can see like Frozen Orb being nasty if this was a little bit higher too. Like 50, even was 50. Blizzard. Base damage increased from 120% to 130%. Ice Blades. Chance to apply vulnerable increased from 30 to 40%. Lightning Spear. Summoned Lightning Spear's maximum damage bonus increased from 100 to 160%. Crackling Energy. Base damage increased from 15 to 20%. Freezing Wake, base damage increase from 60 to 110%. That's massive, 50% damage increase. Could be seeing some Cold Sorks. I'd like to see Cold Sorks. I'd like to see that. D2 Blizzork all the way. I mean, Blizzard Orb, or just straight up Frozen Orb. Big fan of the Cold Sork. It's Cold Sork is like a Diablo staple to me, so I like seeing this. I like this. Legendary aspects: abundant energy, chance to chain an additional enemy increased. Chance to chain to an additional enemy increased from 20 to 30, and then maximum 30 to 40. 10% buff on that. Signed extremities: slow amount increase from 25 to 35 up to 40 to 60% slow. Oh shit. Let's go crowd control. Let's give it up for crowd control. Let's give it up. Incendiary. Chances to restore mana increased from 5 to 10% up to 12 to 17%. That's massive. Massive buff. Snow Guards, damage reduction increased from 10 to 15 to 20 to 25. All right. Cold Sorks, here we come. Concentration, mana regeneration increased from 10 to 20% up to 20 to 30%. All right. Items, Flame Scar, flat damage increased 0.1 to 0.2 to 0.2 to 0.3. Staff of Lam Asen, damage reduction reduced from 40 to 30% to 35 to 20%. Is that a nerf? Damage reduction reduced. That's a... Seems like a nerf to me. Vex Drive. Well, it's unique staff. Equipped sorcerer, weapons, essentially tools. Doesn't say anything here. Charge Bolt Pierce, but deal 40 to 30% less damage. Oh, it's a buff. Now Charge Bolt Pierce deals 35 to 25% less damage. Okay, that's a buff. That's good. It's good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, what do you think? Barbs, massive buff to Barbs, massive buff to Druids. Rogue and Necromancer, small little buffs. Reasonable. Rogue's been killing it the whole time. Probably most balanced class in the game right now. Necromancer has some movement issues. We know issues with pets, and they fucking suck. They're shit right now. But you know, we just watched Necromancer absolutely destroy Uber Lilith, so I can understand why they kind of did a little bit with Necro. Pretty good buffs to Sorcerer. A lot of good buffs to their cold skills. I can definitely see a cold Sorcerer / Sorceress, whatever. Cold Sork. I can see a Cold Sork build kind of pop up into the meta. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully that can compete. I don't play Sorcerer. Whatever. What's Sorcerer meta right now? Hit the comments. Let me know. What's Sorcerer meta? I want to see Cold Sorks take over. # Cold Sorks. Yeah, no, pretty good buffs all around. I'm happy to see everything got buffed. Everything got some love. No nerfs, which is good. No nerfs. Everyone hates nerfs. I think it's good that they kind of tweaked just a little bit. I know there's a lot of fucking problems with some of these characters. Hopefully these small tweaks fix that. I do really want to see some of these classes do better, because I know once I'm done with Rogue, I'm gonna want to play something else. I'm thinking about Necromancer, maybe Sorcerer, and I don't want to feel like I rather just make another Rogue, because I know the other classes kind of suck or just won't be as appealing. But that's good, making everything else good, bringing everything up, making everything more appealing. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Appreciate it if you made it to the end. Hit the like button, hit the sub button if you haven't subbed. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. It's up to you. Take it easy.